Praise the Lord, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well on this beautiful Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a nice, safe, and pleasant weekend. And those who's around the Jackson area, I hope y'all was safe. We know it's a lot of buffoonery going on nowadays. Everything happens for a reason. Prophecy has to be fulfilled for those who understand that. I'm not gonna say real quick. I don't know where it's gonna go, but we had Youth Sunday yesterday. I spoke on this once before. I can't remember. I said something last night, but I can't remember what it was. But we had Youth Sunday yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And for the past couple of weeks, maybe over a month, I had been speaking with my pastor about doing something with gospel, doing some gospel rap for the youth. You know what I'm saying? And I can't just say for the youth, because Generation Next is just about the old generation now. We started hip hop, and our generation is the reason that the secular rap is going on. And I can't apologize for everybody, but I can say my bad. But what I'm saying is I had been preparing for this. I had a couple songs I already wrote from years ago that I was going to reiterate. You know what I'm saying? And I can freestyle. So I said, I start downloading these beats, checking out these beats and mixing them, and I'm going to do this. I mean, I've been building up to do this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And at the last minute, it wasn't stage fright. It was, it came across my head. It was like, well, you don't need to be doing this, because it was like a little voice in my head, like, you don't need to be doing this because this is not what God called you to do. You should just pick the guitar, write these songs, learn how to sing, do your thing. And so I actually even called my pastor, and I said, man, I'm not gonna do the gospel rap thing, which I'll keep in mind I've done before in the church. The church is not against it. I did it way back in 2004 before I had gray on my chin. Then I did the whole prodigal son thing and bumped my head for many, many years afterwards. But anyway, back to the situation. You know what I'm saying? This voice was telling me, don't do it, because this is not what I want you to do. And I told the pastor, I said, man, I don't believe the Lord want me to do this. And let me explain something to you. Well, God has something for you to do. You know what I'm saying? The evil one, the serpent, the liar, the father of lies, he can get real deceitful, especially if he thinks or knows it's gonna throw some form of a monkey wrench in his plan. Because let me explain this to you. There's so many youngsters out there who don't even understand the concept of the gospel, first of all. Second of all, ain't nobody telling them, hey, check out somebody like Bizzle or Brian T, aka Brian Trejo, or Seven, or KB, or Lathan Warlick, or Rare Breed. So these gospel artists, with just so many gospel rap artists out there, because we're too busy. We're going to church. We're listening to the hymns, the hymnals if you're a Baptist, and certain songs like Quartets or certain newer wave singers and stuff like that, But then once we leave the church, we listening to old school Pac, or we listening to whatever they listening to nowadays. You know what I'm saying? NBA, Young Boy, whoever they be listening to, and Boosie and stuff like that. So we setting double standards. We're making double standards. We're being double-minded. And we know it says a double-minded man, if you want to talk about the woman or woman, is unstable in all his or her ways, right? All right? So it's amazing how God speak to you. And like my pastor, he be speaking on, I don't know what the address is in the Bible, he said, but when he speaks, it's going to be swift. When he tell you something, it's swift. So I was sitting up there, and I had did a sound check, just to hear what the beat would sound like going through the PA system in the church, right? So I was like, all right. So I had thought I made up my mind. I thought, first mistake, I thought I made up my mind. I sat down back up there in the choir stands. I was messing around with my guitar, talking to my family, talking to the musicians, and a brother who I ain't seen. I mean, I haven't had a conversation really with this brother in a long time. And matter of fact, when I did, when we was allowed to introduce gospel rap to the church back in 2004, 2005, he was standing up there. And just so happened, he showed up at the church yesterday, right? I ain't seen him in the church in a minute. You know, we both kind of went our separate ways. And he walked up to me, and he come to me speaking like we do in Jackson, speaking in riddles. And he said, man, God is good. He said, something about, in along those lines, man, certain things is our fault. He said, but AD, he said, man, they won't know and they won't hear you unless you say something. I'm looking. And he said, so he kept talking and talking and talking. Anybody know this brother? He talks a lot. He kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And finally the church got ready to start. I looked at my cousin who plays the bass guitar, like, man, did you catch anything he was saying? Because he was speaking in riddles. Cuz was like, man, you know, I just nod my head. And I said, hold up. They won't hear unless you say something. The children don't even know for real, about certain gospel rap parts. All they hear is gospel. But I guarantee you, if you was to take some of Bizzle stuff, if you was to take some of Lathan Warlick's older stuff or newer stuff, if you was to take some of Brian T stuff, you got other people out there, and you was to just put it in and start playing it, it'll blow their mind. Now, if you tell them, hey, come check this gospel out, you know, a lot of times you tell people stuff, kids stuff, and they mind, people's mind are already made up for they hear something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like me with cheesecake. When I first heard, hey, you want some cheesecake? Man, I don't want no cake that tastes like cheese. I don't even like cheese. Took me years to eat a piece of cheesecake until my ex-wife said, hey, won't you try this cheesecake? I don't want that. I'll just try it. You'll like it. And I tasted it. It did not taste like cheese. It was delicious. And I gained a lot of weight and got a belly that year. You feel what I'm saying? So, to reverse the curse, it's up to us to say something and do something to help drive what the devil is using as evilness out of our youngsters. What y'all don't realize that when y'all got y'all face in y'all phone, they got their face in their phone too. When y'all get these pop-ups, when y'all be trying to look at Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, they get them pop-ups too. When you think they ain't listening to that stuff, they listening to it. You got a ghost account, they got a ghost account. See what I'm saying? And on top of that, when they go into school, due to the fact that Christianity is shunned in school, ain't nobody walking around just talking about Jesus. They talk about all the other guys, and these secular rappers got this thing called demon time and all that. They praising the devil, they praising Lucifer and stuff like that. And your kids are succumbing in this. So back to the lecture at hand. I looked at one of the digs and I said, man, you want to help me with the sound check? I said, man, take my phone, and when they tell me I can do my song or whatever, because I know on Fourth Sundays, I normally, the Lord allows me and allows the pastor to allow me to sing a song that He's given me in my head and in my heart, and that through my fingers I made with the guitar, picking them 6 strings, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, when I finish talking, I'm going to give you a signal, just push play. It's a beautiful thing. Lord allowed me to get up there and freestyle His word. He put stuff in my head to filter in my heart and come out to my tongue, man. Pow! And it was a beautiful thing, not because people was clapping because of something I did. It was a beautiful thing because the youngsters in there doing they bop, you know what I'm saying, they bopping, you know. They had the dance team, the little girls had on, they were dressed conservative. They look good in their conservative praise team outfit. They went in there dressed like some J sets, which is a black out there and a father out there, or mother, or grandparent. They was in there dressed conservative and they were bopping. Even the ones who I know never really listened to rap, who got more gray hair and could barely get up because their knees popped because they was older, they was in there bopping. The Lord allowed me to present a song called Cross It Up. I really didn't have a song together. I didn't. God gives me all of that. He gets all the glory. Those to edify his name. All I had was, in my head, I'm going to say it was Cross It Up for the chorus. Cross it up. Everything else, all was a gift from God. But what I'm saying is, if y'all want to reverse the curse, if you want to make sure that your kids' soul is safe, not just their pockets, not just their popularity, you want to make sure that your kids' soul is safe and intact. Find a different way to do what you got to do. Give Jesus a try. Give him a try. He got music out there to knock Satan right in his mouth. You think your music is hard? I beg the difference. Try 7. You think that your Eminem got wordplay? You think that he's tough? Got that wordplay? I beg the difference. Try NF. Huh? You think Hove, Jigga, whatever the name is, Jay-Z, you think that he got bars, he got metaphors, and he can put things together? I beg the difference. Try Bizzle. Bizzle shut Jay-Z all the way down, and Jay-Z didn't even answer back. Huh? Oh. You like the bop. You like that southern sound. You like auto-tunes. Man, check out Lathan. You know what I'm saying? Check out Lathan Warlick. Check out KB. Check out anybody in that type of camp. They got some Texas boys out there too. Oh, my bad. Oh, you like, well, I like country. You know what I'm saying? I like Struggle Jennings, people who sound like that. I like Jelly Roll. All right then. Try Rev Breed. That boy banging. My Caucasian brother right there, he tough. If you don't know, now you know what it's like to be a family man. Rev Breed. Don't understand. Rev Breed. Or if you grateful, you know what I'm saying? If you're real grateful, you don't know how you came about the struggle you in, you just raised by one parent and had surrounded by a whole lot of pain, check out Austin Lanier, Ghost. I say all these things to let you know that there's another way to do what you do and still feel good and get that word put in you. Without the word, there's no wisdom. Beginning of wisdom and knowledge is the fear of God. Stop going to church, listening to that traditional stuff, which is fine, that you ain't feeling. I feel it all. I have a strong like for music. I'm talking about, you have no idea the range of my music. I'm talking about from bluegrass all the way to rap and everything in between. Don't care too much for opera and yodeling, but hey, I can stick it in a rap song and make it sound real good. But what I'm saying is, the Lord has a reverse for every curse that Satan is putting on this planet. It's up to you to dig and find. It's up to you to dig and find and save your kids. The Lord says it's not what we put in our mouth which defiles us. It's what comes out of our mouth. And 9 times out of 10, what comes out of our mouth is what's been planted in our ears. Kids are very teachable. Very teachable. So, hey, y'all be blessed on this Monday. You already know what time it is, man. I got this fit on all white. Busting out my Jesus Cross shirt today. Hopefully I don't get no spray paint on it, but it is what it is. They sell them all day. Y'all be blessed. J-O-E. Jesus over everybody. J-O-Y. Jesus over you. I ain't nobody, man. I'm just another bozo on the bus. Letting you know that gospel rap is not soft. Gospel rap get you all the way together. Gospel rap gonna put that word in your kids' ear. That's what I'm here to let you know today. Hey, love y'all. Y'all be easy. Later.